Hello, friends. Welcome in. How are you today? I hope you're having a fantastic day, wherever you are. Let me just double check that everything's working. And then we will begin. In the meantime, how are you? What have you been up to? How's it going? Let me see, let me see. Okay. I think we are good to go. Welcome in, everybody. How are you? I wish that filter would stay on while we transitioned over. It's fine. It's fine. Emmers, you were here first. Welcome in. How are you? Yimit, hello. How's it going? Bear, hello. Welcome in. How are you all? What have you been up to today? Getting the yoinks in? How's your last 12 hours? So you don't work tomorrow? Literally just started your VOD. No! I'll try not to say anything important now, so that way you can just keep watching it. We could just watch it live. I'll put my VOD on, and then I could just react to it. Reacting to my own VOD? New nightmare unlocked. What was I gonna say? Yeah. How are you all? I did play a couple of games of Mayhem last night. And I think I only played 4 games, 3 of which were Teemo. They were all in a row. And I was like, yay! Anytime I can get Teemo, I'm very happy. I know. 2 of them. So one was a trade. The second I got, and the third someone else had gotten, but they didn't choose him. So he was just up in the options. So I was just like, as the countdown was going, for when you can like swap and stuff, I was just spamming the click button on my mouse just so that I was like, please. The first, I will say the majority of them were like okay matches. The first match I didn't get, well, first match I think I started off with Mage something. What is it? Where it's like Mage Slayer? No, it's the one where it's like a percentage or a portion of your AP gets converted into AD. Mark's Mage. Yeah. And it does damage like that. So that was fine. I typically, with Teemo on Mayhem, I've been trying to go mostly like cooldown AP so that I can get more mushrooms. But it was also, so I started off with Mark's Mage, and then it was like silver, gold, silver again. So like I just didn't really end up getting anything that good. I think the second gold one I had was I don't remember, but it wasn't anything that like I typically choose when I get Teemo. So I did like okay. I didn't feel like I did great. The second game, even worse. But that game also was like, my teammates have never played League of Legends before. I think the other team was ahead by nearly 30 kills. We didn't get a kill until they had already killed us like 8 or 9 times. And so that was miserable. And also my augments weren't great either. that one I don't recall at all. I think I just tried to block that one out of my memory. But yeah, that one was just just so bad. And then oh, and I think that one was also not great because I haven't lowered the music. The enemy team, no, our team had like way too many supports and not enough damage or anything. So it was just like we had lost at champ select. The third game though, third time's the charm. That one I will still say I didn't do like amazing, but we won. And I ended with like a positive score. I think it was like I had 8 kills and 4 deaths or something. My augments weren't fantastic until the very end. I got Grandma's Chili, which I love. And I already almost build a lot of the stuff that like increases it. So I think the only other thing that I had to go out of my way to build was the one of the Bammy items. But that one was just more fun for me. I feel like I had a decent cooldown reduction, so like I was throwing I got Mystic something. The one that's like with every hit it reduces the cooldown of your skills. Mystical something, mystical weapon, mystical something or another. That one's a prismatic. Mystic Punch. Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you. I love that at this point I should know the names of everything, but I'm still like I kind of now just like I know which ones out of the ones that it pops up. I'm like, yes, this one. Yeah, Mystic Punch. That one, it's not wonderful, but I think I had already, one of my first augments was lightning strikes, lightning something, the one that increases attack speed. So I was like, all right, I already have like a little bit of attack speed. And I had gotten one of the increased range ones, Scopier weapons, I think, the gold one. So I was like, okay, I can land some hits and I can get, like, I can reduce my mushroom cooldown that way. But anyway, ended up being pretty good. So that one I was happy with. I was like, okay, it may not have been like the most stellar game. Did I save screenshot? I did. Okay. Oh, wait. Maybe I'm getting confused. I think I'm getting confused. Because maybe on the one that went bad, maybe that was the one that was 8 and 4. I say that because here's my score for the one that I was just describing. Oh, maybe I'm getting my matches confused. This one I did 19 and 11. So that was a good game. Third highest damage in the match. I'll take it. Acceptable. That's right. I think on the first match that I did okay in, I think we did win that one. And that may have been the one that I got the Grandma's Chili. The second one for sure we lost. The third one, no Grandma's Chili. But I did get killing Blow? That's what I was gonna say, but I was like, is that right? Yeah. The one where when you throw your ultimate or use your ultimate, they'll like take some extra damage after a few seconds. I did play a Karthus game the other day. This wasn't yesterday. Where I got not Ultimate Awakening, the one that as soon as you use your ultimate, you can use it again. And that was like very rude of me. But it was great because one, I remember many moons ago, I remember mentioning to you guys, oh, if you get Twitch, you should try to get Faye. No, I don't think you can do it twice while dead. That would be wild. Faye Magic, yeah. I was like, you should totally get Faye Magic. Pretty much ever since then, I stopped. Anytime I was Twitch, have never gotten Faye Magic again. I honestly was like, did they remove that from the pool of augments he could get? Because I have legitimately never seen it offered to me ever again. But yesterday there was an enemy Twitch who got it. And he was like, he was getting quadras pretty much every time he had his ultimate up. But then I got ultimate whatever. And yeah, it was great. Magical, welcome in. How are you? It was just lovely. I love being able to just kill everyone from across the map because I can use my ultimate twice, and most of them can't do anything about it. It's great. Just push R to win. There was one match a long time ago that I had gotten that on Karthus, and I had also gotten one of the prismatic ones. Disgusting. One of the other ones that are like not infinite recursion. Maybe I got infinite recursion. I think I got infinite recursion that other time. So I had my ultimate was up every 30 seconds, and I could use it twice. So it was just like we won. I don't know if I have. We won the game. For people who don't know League, it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I feel like Emmers and Yimit would appreciate it at the very least. I love Mayhem. So much fun. So very fun. I hope it stays forever. Anytime they release like a new patch notes, like bigger patch notes update thing, I'm always like, oh, are there any changes? Are there any like any new augments? Got any more augments? Or anything else? But no. Unfortunate. I do wonder, side note, I do wonder if the firecracker augments, that's like themed for what's the Chinese New Year? Isn't that themed for that? Like in the next, are they going to remove that as an augment set, or will they keep that around? Anyway, today wasn't great, but otherwise all right. School wasn't great? I'm all right. My stomach has been kind of bothering me a little bit today, but I'm okay. Welcome back, Bear. By the way, does anybody want the crying girl badge? Does anyone want crying girl badge? I kind of want it. So I think I'm going to switch categories for a second. Just for me, at the very least. I hope your stomach feels better too. Thank you. Yes to the badge. Okay. Because I think it's hilarious. I want people to just be like, is your badge a crying child? Yes. Why, yes, it is. Thank you for asking. Why? Thank you for the ask. Oh, I forgot to pin a message. It is the girl from Pragmata, which I mean, people are liking it a lot. The reviews were good, but people are still liking it a lot, and I'm like, maybe we played it maybe after Alan Wake or something, or maybe I could wait for a sale. I can wait for a sale. There's other games we can play. Okay. All right. Has it updated for me? It has. All right.
Jetpack to the moon and back.
Oh. That's it. Dano got a sub. He's an Aussie streamer I've been watching recently. Cryana badge acquired. Let me switch it. Where are my badge infos? Non-mod settings, identity, Cryana. Test. There it is. Love it. I had one nice moment today, but classes were pretty rough otherwise. What? You got physically attacked? No! That is awful, Magical. I'm sorry.
Thanks, friendo. Wabam.
Anonymous! Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Enjoy your badge. Enjoy your badge. I was in the middle of the pits last episode when you started, so I had to fit. No worries. Excuse me. I'll leave this one just up for 2 minutes. 2 more minutes if anybody wants a Cryana badge. There were no other ones added except for that Claire Obscure one. Sassy, welcome in. How are you? We're getting the crying girl badge currently, and then I'll switch back to Mouse PI. Very happy it's Friday. Got to get down on Friday. You know? Looking forward to the yes. Weekend. Fun. Snuck in a little nap after my 12-hour shift today. Oh, nice. Oh, that's good. I love a nap. I love nap. I love lamp. I don't know why. I've been saying I love lamp to myself a lot, and I don't know why. But I do love lamp. If there's one thing to know about me, it's that I love lamp. The Civil War continues. Anyway, by the way, that was a Friday Rebecca Black reference earlier, in case you guys forgot about that song. It existed. Do we need should we revisit it? Okay, I'm switching back to mouse PI. Mouse PI. Boop. Needed some stress relief after work, so I went for a trail skate. Got to one of my favorite spots about 5 miles out, was chilling there for a bit, cooling off, getting a drink from my water bottle. Then there was a big boom of thunder. Did not make it back in time before getting soaked. Was that scary? Was that really scary? I do love thunder. Half of Michigan is underwater. Have you guys just been getting tons of storms? So much rain. Are you flooded? Just look up Michigan flooding. Whoa! Wow, there's so much flooding. That's wild. No, we don't live by any rivers, luckily. That's good. Looks like the Sheboygan Dam is having some trubs. Oh, this was a day ago, but it says less than 5 inches from the top. That is wild. Yeesh. I was working on lesson plans today, and I realized that we have 1 full week of school, then a week with a field trip and a half day, then 2 full weeks, and then it's exam time. That's like right around the... That is pretty wild. Why does that... That feels like it feels like your spring break is very late then, or ending sooner or something. That feels like, yeah, it's just right around the corner. No, I have not seen the car in the hole. I'm not seeing it. This is wild, though. Lots of destruction. We just had unseasonably warm weather this week, like 30 plus degrees above normal. Yeesh. I'm sure it may have been like a warm front with the storms and stuff. Love thunderstorms. It was a bit concerning being that close to the trees, though. My skate out to that spot was a nice, relaxed pace. Took 45 minutes. Made the skate back in 22. Yeah, so you were booking it. Crazy me. I was just telling people at work that it's crazy to me that schools around here will finish in May if you're a senior, and I'm like, I got done 1 day early as a senior in Vermont. I'm outraged. Our school always ended in May. My high school did, anyways. Maybe we started earlier or something. Nah, well, we started in August. June 19th? Goodness. That's right. You thought that idea was gone from my head. But... oh, it wasn't. Oh, it wasn't, everybody. You thought I couldn't possibly. You're losing some of your hip. I don't like this song. I'm doing this mostly because it's Friday. You see, if we listen to the lyrics, she's looking over at her friends. And she's looking at them and she's like, man, which seat can I take? Which I think if we ask ourselves, you know, if we really seek the truth, isn't that what we're all asking? I would play this song every day, every Friday at work. That's amazing. Canceled. No! You can't cancel me. It's Friday. Also, I love in this video, there's only one seat available. So what does she mean one seat? Which seat can I take? Because there's only one option, you know? I think I remember seeing that there is a Saturday song. Yeah, I don't think I've ever listened to it, but I think I remember seeing it around or like announced that it was a thing. You guys got to get down on Friday. Party and party and yeah. Fun, 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 fun. Just the most monotone. The lyrics. What was this whole? Hold on. Let's pull up the Genius lyrics. Genius Rebecca Black Friday. Let's look at this, everybody. I think maybe we're missing something. Hold on. I think we're missing something in these lyrics. Where is it? Okay. 7:45, we're driving on the highway. Cruising so fast, I want time to fly. Fun, fun, think about fun. You know what it is. I got this, you got this, I got this. My friend is by my right, eh? I got this, you got this, now you know it. Truly a poet of our generation. All I know is that I got this, you got this. Now you know it. Mr. Pana says he wants to have a ball tomorrow. Perfect. Well, it is the weekend. I've never understood, why does the volume go down on week? And it's like, it's just a background vocal. Why is that? Why does it do that? Why do they decide that? I am well versed in the lore of this song, which I was going to mention. In the case you guys don't know. Yeah. Yeah. This is my first time hearing the whole song. I apologize. We so excited. Next time we do a karaoke song, should this be on the list? It's actually only this song on the wheel. And then there's this. It's just like, who is this? Who is this man? If it gets you to do a karaoke stream, okay, all right. It has to be on Friday, though. This is so 2011. Gosh. Also, I feel old. Toss us into the sun. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe we should listen to this every Friday. Des, you know it. Well, it's Saturday for you. So you're having fun. Gotta get down. We gotta get down on Friday. It's the law. For those who don't know, this was, I think it was some gift to her. Maybe it was a birthday or graduation or something. But for those who don't know, there was like she's from Nashville, I believe. There was some like service thing that you could do where like you basically like hire out a studio and they record or they like write a song for you. They write the lyrics, they come up with the music, they then like teach it to you, and you record a music video. And that was like, it's like a whole like package deal thing. I'm sure it's incredibly expensive. I assume she's very wealthy to afford something like that. But anyway, that's the lore if you guys didn't know. Edwin! Oh no, you've come in at a terrible time. That sudden rap break in the middle was the owner. Oh, was it? I mean, that makes sense, because I'm always like, it's so weird. I did. Amazing. By the way, Edwin. Well, hold on. We'll get to that in a second. Every time I watch it, as if I watch it all the time. I don't watch it all the time. None of you will believe me now that I've said that. However, when I have seen it, I'm always like, who is this man? Because it's like a bunch of high schoolers, and then all of a sudden there's like a much older man in a car driving, rapping at us. And where are they? It's Saturday for me, Friday for you all. Let's see. Mr. Panda wants to know what day of the week you prefer to get down. For a nap every day. But I don't know. I don't really get down. I'm not really a get down person. Unless you mean depression. And then I'm every day. But let's see. Edwin. Where did I put that? Where did I put that thing? For those who don't know, well, I'll hold on. In hindsight, we treated Rebecca Black super badly after that, so I'm glad she's having a bit of renaissance. Yeah, that's fair. It's sort of like it just they uploaded it. It blew up because it was so bad. It was probably very fun for them to shoot it and stuff. I'm sure that's great. I have not listened to anything of Rebecca Black's. I think she will always be Friday to me. granted, I don't listen to a lot of pop music in general, so I'm not really the target audience, but ooh, getting so mad at a teen girl. Yeah, they got so mad. Wait, they changed the lyrics for Australia? No, oh, that's funny. I actually believed you. I actually believed you, Daz. The auto-tune is pretty bad. But again, that was sort of, isn't that sort of the era too? Isn't that sort of also the heyday of T-Pain? I mean, I guess you could say we're still in the heyday of T-Pain, but you know. Largely AFKJ fixing computer up. You on the pad is our good news for the computer. Edwin, I was gonna say there was this thing going around on the Blue Sky where people were putting together like a grid of favorite games and things, I was gonna fill it. I filled it out, but I gave myself also the challenge of I didn't want to use any game more than once. But on there, under favorite protagonist, I had to put Tangle Tower, but anyway, I thought you would just want to see that. I thought you'd be like, huh, it's pretty neato. That's right. Maybe she wrote Saturday for. That's right. The protagonist of Tangle Tower. Sally nods good. That's very funny. I kind of wish this was the one thing about grids. I guess grid.fun is you can only put like the game and not like the character, and I kind of wish you could, because I feel like. I don't know, it makes more sense that way. But they use like StreamDB or something to like populate it, which is like what Twitch uses to do all the categories and whatever. But anyway. Wait, is there a place you can fill this out? Yes. Let me find you the actual link. Where did I put this? General gaming? Let's see. Yeah. I have the link. Boop. Boop. There you go. grids.fun/t/about-me-video-games-DCEFQ. You know, easy to remember. Gonna show off how old I am with games that formulated my childhood. Do it. For those that don't know, Edwin is the voice actor for Detective Grimoire from Tangle Tower, and they're working on they've been working on a new game, and I'm very excited, very excited. Mermaid Mask. We played the demo when it was first announced a long time ago. But I don't think I finished the demo because I was like, I know when I get to the end of the demo, I'm gonna be like, why can't I be playing this right now? So I dabbled with it. I think we solved a puzzle or two, and then I was like, all right, we're done. We're done for now. I can't keep going because I'm gonna be sad. I recorded extra lines this year for the demo. Excellent. I can't wait. We will. That's for me. That is a on launch game. We play. We play it on launch. Best music. Fazanadu? I have never even heard of that. Anyway, by the way, and for the record, if you guys have not played Tangle Tower, you should. It's a fantastic game. It's one of my favorite like detective point and click mystery games. So good. Character designs, dope. The voice acting, dope. Mystery, dope. But yeah, Mermaid. I've had that wish listed ever since it was announced. So good. Fazanadu? I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right. Oh. I do not know this game. It was on the NES. Hudson Soft. We so excited. It looks interesting. The pixel art looks really cool. And the title screen looks cool. Just populate the list with nothing but NES games. I was actually thinking about, because you can also make your own grids on there, like type in the categories and then share it with people. I thought about doing one that's purely indie games. Because as I was like putting it together, I was filling out the grid. I was like, there are some games that I think should go on this list, but like that are indie games, but you know, there are maybe more iconic ones that fit just because they're like I've just known them longer. Or I don't know. So I think I want to make one that's just indie categories. I haven't played it in 30 years, and I think my glasses are very rose-colored. Couldn't be. This looks like a masterpiece. Also, I feel like we should cleanse the music space after listening to that, because apparently my hipster cred is now on the line. I feel like we need to listen to something that's like that proves that, you know, you know, I have an elevated taste in music, you know, that my music tastes surpass the you know, the riffraff. Let's see. I think I could make a grid list that's just indie games. There's a game that came out today that you would probably like, Venice After Dark. I really enjoyed the demo. Let me pull that up while I'm also thinking about what song to play for you guys. What music video? Ooh. Discover a surreal Venice in this gripping point-and-click novel adventure. Solve a variety of puzzles and chat with quirky characters to uncover the mystery surrounding the Stuckey family. Find out what it means to be human. Interesting. Oh, the art style is very cool. Add to wish list. That's very neat. Like games you've played Until Then, The Rise of the Golden Idol. I was thinking about Until Then and how I cried while playing it. Okay, hold on. Let me find oh! I've got it. I know what I can show you guys. I'm going to show you a live... there's a song that's been playing on our, like, in the background every once in a while. And watching them play live is so fun. I think you guys will like it. They have, like, a cool style. Can't wait for some very obscure indie rock. This is not indie rock. This is more, I would say, like a indie jazz vibe. I don't know. Clearly, we need to listen to Cheese Dispensing Cat. What is... Wait, is that real? It is real. Okay. Okay, but it's... Okay, I was like, is that a band? Because I could see that also being a band name. That is very real. Okay, I've got something for you all now. I think you guys will think this is very cool. What? Hold on. Well, maybe not. You might not, actually. There's a good chance you won't. But maybe. They just have such a cool vibe. I believe are a group made up of Japanese and Korean artists. Most of the song is in Japanese. There is like a Korean interlude. Maybe interlude. I don't know. There's a Korean like section of the song, but they have like just their their vibe. I love it. The group is called Kirinji. So anyway, enjoy. I'm sure you guys all know them. I'm sure you guys are... This is old hat to you. The song is called Killer Tune Kills Me. It's such a bop. I also just love like... Well, the singer, the main singer is like smiling, but all the rest of them are like kind of just in it, I guess. Chill, absolutely. That might be too loud. I listen to this song all the time. This is the Korean part. Yeah, it's not quite like rap, that Korean part, but it's definitely, it feels much more rhythmic, I guess. I don't know, or something in the way it's like more spoken, sort of. I hope all your palates are being cleansed with this chill vibe. I've looked at the lyrics to this before. I can't remember what it's about. Oh. How's our palates cleansed? Do you trust now that I don't listen to bad music? I like music and stuff. Between this and your stream, the day is definitely improving. Excellent. I looked up the lyrics real fast. I can't tell exactly without reading it. I don't know. I think cheese dispensing cat might prove it without a shadow of a doubt. Hold on. I can't say no to you. I don't know this. Hold on. When you said cheese dispensing cat, I was like, I don't know if that's a song or a band. Because I could totally see Cheese Dispensing Cat being a band. Okay. I got it. Weevil. Pause. Boop. Where is that? Cheese dispensing cat. Do that. Remove here. I'm covering up chat. All right, cheese dispensing cat. I like the dancing cat. Amazing. That is 2014. That was almost about the same year that Friday came out, right? Or 2011. Friday came out in 2011. It all connects. It's all connected. Perhaps this cheese cat was inspired by Rebecca Black. You know. Just something to think about. I'm not sure if there's proof of that. But maybe. Who's to say? I feel like I've proven myself now. See, everyone? I'm hipster and neat. I have something neat about me. Boop. Now we can just listen to normal music. I mean, which is basically the music we've been listening to, but... There we go. Anyway. Before we get into the game, we've got another, like, 5 minutes or so before I have to run ads. What else have you guys been up to? Anything fun? Anything you're looking forward to? I think I had checked to see if there was any gaming news. Yes, you are. I need the validation. That I'm, you know, hipster, that is. K-pop demon hunter hater. I don't hate K-pop demon hunters. It was just all right. It was just all right. You know? You didn't love it? Oh, no. Don't do this in front of Edwin, Daz. I didn't love it enough. I didn't hate it. Edwin, you're being misled. I thought it was all right. You know? Pop music isn't just typically my thing. It's very rare that I like that I grab. It's very rare that I listen to pop music. I liked the demon hunting. I say as I start my Huntrix branded Shin ramen noodles. I love that. Do they have the McDonald's thing over there in Australia right now? That they have over here, where you can get like a kids meal, the Huntrix kids meal, or the... Yes, they do. And white fingers on my Huntrix t-shirt that I bought for too much. But I must resist. I know if I start, I won't stop. But you're not going to get the collectible cards, Edwin? I mean, a real fan. I'm just kidding. I think I saw, yeah. There's like collectible cards. Though, Bear ordered DoorDash of the... How dare you? I mean, look, if you guys are going to cause problems for me, I will cause problems for you. I mean, I'm glad it did well. Like, I think it's good that it did well. I just don't think it's not necessarily for me, you know? There's very few K-pop that I, like, really enjoy. There's a couple. There's a couple of K-pops, but Jet calling his fans problem. I don't have fans. There's a few K-pops that I like, but I would say even those are probably more on the like niche scale. They don't seem to be the most popular, which is fine. I prefer it. Just kidding. I really don't care. I do listen to a lot of, I think part of it is there isn't a lot of, you know, we've talked about this. My brand of music tends to be sad boy music. And I think K-pop is often the opposite of sad boy music. You know? Like K-pop is way too confident and empowering for me to like it most of the time. I need music that is like, yeah, I don't know. That is more sad. I do think the fight scenes in K-pop Demon Hunters are great. I think that was like very well done. Animation was great. I mean, I still stand by. I hate the part where she's sniffing the, is it bimbap? I hate it. I can't. I don't like looking at it. But the animation overall was fantastic, and the fight scenes were great. The music is just not my thing, really. Why do you hate Joy? There's just something that I just don't like. My animal brain is like, I need to flee. I don't know what it is. There's just something about that animation that makes me go, oh no. I must run. This is the moment. Run, Jet. But again, the fight scenes were cool because I feel like, you know, there's something very Buffy about K-pop Demon Hunters, and I like that. I love Buffy, so I'm great with that. I think it's just, yeah, I don't know. What fear, K-pop Demon Hunters? No, it's I don't know. It's just the animation when she's sniffing it, and I can't. There's something about it that just sets. It's like, that's not. It looks human, but it isn't. So what you're saying is, no, I love the Buffy musical episode. What a fantastic! It's one of the best. It's one of the best musical episodes on TV ever, I would say. So I think my camera. There you go. Actually rewatched 2 songs from it literally in the last week because I was thinking about it. It makes it hard to love them. That's you're more right than wrong, Daz. I re-listened to the first song, which was great. I forget Going Through the Motions, and then the Giles Tara interlude where they like redo songs. Cuz they're singing the Giles and Tara in the Buffy musical are clearly the strongest singers, and it's surprising that they didn't sing more, because they should have, because the rest of the cast is not the strongest. And that's fine. I think the writing is what made the musical good, and it's like it served the purpose that it needed to. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, most of you. I know Sassy's watched Buffy. Also, you guys don't know about the mustard. You guys don't know about the mustard, and it shows. For those who don't know, not about the mustard, but there was Buffy had a musical episode, and it's fantastic. And if Giles sang, Edwin, keep it family friendly. There is a, like, the reason for the singing, it wasn't just them being like, we're just gonna have a musical episode. It makes sense within the canon of the show, and it's like, there's like a incredibly heavy lore drop in it towards the end, and there's a musical demon. Doesn't it it makes sense. Done. There's a musical demon, and when it seems like everything's fine until it seems like after a certain point people just start spontaneously combusting from the music. Classic. A classic tale. He made a man tap dance to death. Hold on. Is the context part in this? Hold on. Hold on, this is very important. My YouTube's not loading? YouTube isn't loading? YouTube, why? Okay, all right, okay. Perfect. Hold on.
Well,
This is towards the beginning of the episode where they realize, hey, we've started singing and dancing. Is this a problem? What's going on? Anyway, I just such a good. You know, you said that like a bad thing, but after today, spontaneously combusting to music doesn't sound like the worst thing. Well, he like tap danced to death. He was quite frantic while combusting. Trying not to think about the fact that two principal cast members have passed away and time is relentless and terrible. Yeah, it is crazy. It's pretty wild. And they were looking to do like a, the revival kind of thing. But it looks like that's kind of fallen through mostly. But it's difficult because like I think the Scrubs one did very well, primarily because they were able to bring back like all of the cast. They would not be able to do that for Buffy. And they killed the reboot, and Sarah Michelle Gellar is going to be a part of it somehow. Yeah, I really think, and I remember seeing people talk about because like one of the early drafts of the script leaked, of the pilot. And I feel like I think it should be reworked because I think it should be about Buffy. Like it needs to be primarily focused on her. I think that's what people would want to see. I know that the reason for focusing it on like a younger character is like in the case it continues, they can focus on that, but no demons involved. No, it was a demon though. It was actually a demon. It's so weird that Scrubs came back, but I'm not undisappointed. It's apparently I haven't watched it yet, but everyone said that it's like great. Yes, I figured that's what you meant. A stoma is much different. A stoma is a much different thing. iPad keyboard the worst. I'll also show you, for those who've never seen it, this is probably the best singing in the episode. It's just Scrubs, except everyone's older, yeah, which is perfect. That's just what we want. But yet you don't, yeah, it's because, well, this is also, I will say, it's not like, hold on, there we go. The music in this is musical music. It's not K-pop. It's not pop music. I'm not a big pop music fan. I don't know if that's clear. I don't know if I've made that have I made myself clear? I'm a hipster, you guys. But I've heard you. I have, and it's true. It's very rare that I like pop music. It's just a very rare occurrence. Very, very rare occurrence that I like pop music. I grew up on like alternative rock, 90s alternative rock. And again, like I said, I am typically of the give me sad boy music. I need sad music. And to be fair, a lot of this in the musical is very sad. Yes, we know you're a hater. It's okay. No. This song is one of my favorites, and it's pretty sad actually. Here's the context. Tara's dating Willow. They're both witches. Willow, in the past season-ish, has been overusing magic, and everyone is very concerned. She's kind of just doing magic all the time. Giles is like, who's their like mentor, is like, there's a cost to using magic, and you should not be using it just for like willy-nilly. You shouldn't just be using it just to make things better, whatever. At the start of this episode, Tara finds a little flower under her pillow, and she's like, oh, this is just kind of a sweet thing. How lovely. Willow must have just left it here, blah, 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 blah. And she's been carrying it around and whatever. It's not until later that she starts to look into it. And here in this scene, which I don't think we really see, she learns that the flower is used in, because we see Willow doing it earlier, I think. And this is where it like comes into play. The flower is used in erasing people's memories. And Willow has been erasing some of Tara's memories so that she wouldn't be concerned about Willow's magic use. Willow's story in magic is kind of supposed to be of like drug addiction in a way. Is like some parallel they went there. And this is a reprise song. Tara sang a song called Under Your Spell, which was supposed to be a love song. Here it's going to be a little bit different. And then Giles, who is the mentor, has just sang a song to Buffy where he is saying that he has probably like overstayed his welcome as mentor and is now like probably by sticking around and staying is probably making things worse for her, by not letting her just like do things on her own and whatever. So he's like kind of sad and is seeing that he is like in a place where he should like, he should probably leave is what he's like kind of concluding. But they are probably the two more talented singers in the cast. That's why she relapsed later on. She does relapse later on. Well, I don't know if she ever stops. So she relapses because Tara dies. Spoilers. And what a great episode. Not because Tara died, but like narratively such an intense episode, and like we get into that a little bit later. Also, Spike sings about his uncontrollable lust for Buffy with a rock ballad. True, that one wasn't bad, and that fit I think his like voice quite a bit. Spoiling a 20-year-old show. It's fine. It's fine. She's also Tara's not in the show for very long. It's barely a spoiler. But I will spoil. Tara gets shot. She gets killed. Then you haven't even met Tara, so that it doesn't matter. Tara comes in late in the game. Tara gets shot and killed, so not magically. Willow tries to bring her back magically, and the demon that is like, I can't help you bring her back. She wasn't killed by magical means. So, you know, there's nothing you can do. So then Willow goes on like a rampage and just starts killing some of the people who were like responsible. Anyway, she flayed somebody, like de-skinned the person who shot her. Anyway, it was a little intense. The show gets a bit intense. She was right. Was she? She was only around for like 2 seasons. Right? Maybe 3. I think, okay, I will say this. Tara's not my favorite character. I honestly didn't care that she died. Part of it was because she's like barely a character for the first season that she's around. She speaks so very little. Like her characterization is basically look shy and then leave. That's basically all she does for the first season. You can't say that I wouldn't, because Willow would skin me alive. Go back. You should. The Expanse is great. Her Dark Knight Justice era. Definitely more than 2 seasons. Okay, maybe she's 3 seasons. It doesn't feel like it, though. It doesn't feel like it. She is like... She was such an underwritten character. She really gets... Like... I feel like one of the first times it's very like, oh, Tara's like really a character is the episode of The Body. Because she has a really good conversation with Buffy at the very end. Tara's around when... Yeah. Which, that was season 4. Hold on. Was she is probably season 6. I just searched for what episode did Tara die, and there's all of these different shows. It must be, yeah, she died in season 6. So she was around for 2 seasons. Boom. Well, 4, 5, and 6. If you do math, like 4 plus 2 equals 6, that's 2. So really, he's right. Really, he's right. Just something to think about. Anyway, let's listen to the song. I've done enough explaining. Don't you math at me. I'm sorry, what? We love it. They're both singing about different things, but... It's also a shame this song is only a minute long. Or something. Minute 22. I'm trying to listen to the song. There is one of the comments under this video is it's such a shame that Anthony Stewart Head and I cannot remember Tara's actor's name. Anyway, they're like, it's such a shame they didn't start a folk duo after this. They probably could have. They're very, very talented. He's obviously like, he's done musicals and stuff. I guess he came from like a theater. This is the only thing I've ever seen him in. Amber Benson. Yes. I almost said, even though reading that, I almost said Tiffany Amber Thiessen. I don't know why, but yes, Amber Benson. Anyway. But the musical episode has so many heavy things. There's so much drama. I remember because she was becoming my favorite character. Until you spoiled it for me. Unbelievable. I did enjoy her showing up in I Saw the TV Glow. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Is that a horror thing? That sounds like a horror thing. But growing up, or when like I had like a group of friends that all watched Buffy, we had Buffy sing-alongs. We would go over to a friend's house, turn on the musical, sing along to it. Existential horror movie. Oh. Are there jump scares? Buffalo gas. Buffalongs. There we go. I was like, buffalo gas? Surely. What does that have to do? It didn't like that. It did not like the word buffalongs. Yeah, we had some Buffy musical sing-alongs. It was great. I think we did it at least twice. So good. It's such a, like, there's so many little fun songs. And there's a lot of heaviness. There's a lot of, if you think that part's heavy, Tara's realizing they need to break up. Giles is like, I need to leave. I'm holding back Buffy, even though I want to stay. You think that's heavy? Wait till the end. Never real jump scares, but sure a lot of low-level radioactive stress all the time. I think I can handle that. I'm not a big horror person. The only kind that I like is like Lovecraftian or cosmic, where it's like, the horrors are the things you don't see. That's the thing I like. I do love suspense and tension, but I don't necessarily like, I don't like being like, I'm going to die, like something is going to pop out and kill me. He handles horror like a champ. No. I love Shady. I like that you call her something different every time. Bless me. In the Buffy musical, we learn that's the same season. Oh, you bought Crow Country. Crow Country's great. That's by the people who did Tangle Tower. We played that because I was like, this is done by the people who made Tangle Tower. I want to support them because I want them to make more Tangle Tower. It's all specification. Yeah. Edwin, if they need another voice, just let me know. I'm willing to step in at any point, I'm very, very good at voices. So good at them. I could just fill in for like a main character or something. They actually had an open casting call for Mermaid Mask. I wouldn't subject myself to that. I don't think I could handle the rejection. I don't think I do. We do have an Aussie friend who's trying to get into voice acting stuff though. So I could, if you ever have somebody, I could try to send him any info. I am just nicknaming magical until they tell me to stop. I've noticed it's like every time it's something different. You have a good voice? No, I don't think so. Edwin has a great voice. Edwin has a fantastic voice. I don't think I can. I don't really emote very well. I think that's one of my problems. Casting Call Club and Voice Acting Club Discords are great places to start. Screenshotting and sending this to him. Done. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't really emote very well. I think also Bear, because I think you guys were like, we're also playing through Alan Wake 2. And I think most of you wanted me to like be screaming a lot or something. I don't really scream when I get scared. Everything is like inwardly focused. So, not wanted, just expected. I think that's also, like, I'm not a good streamer in that way. Or entertainer. Or person. Where, like, you know, a lot of streamers that people like to watch are very expressive and emotive because you're watching someone do a thing. I tend to be more like, I am the person who's like I it's all inwardly focused, and in my head I'm like, I am scared I'm going to die and everything is terrible. Whereas like a lot of the more entertaining ones are like screaming and they're like or they're like funny or like, you know, generally amusing to watch because they like give expressions and stuff. I'm just very barely here. I'm barely here. I mean, you were running through shadows like they didn't exist. Well, what else am I supposed to do? And then when they did exist, you're like, oh, hey, there's a guy here. Well, yeah, because what else am I supposed to do? Well, what else do they want me to do? I preferred it. I kind of find it more tense when it's like I liked in Alan Wake 1 where it did the camera thing where it like showed where more were spawning in. I wish there were jump scares in photo mode. That would be terrible. I mean, I'm sure there are instances where I would yelp or something. Like if I'm talking in the moment, maybe I would yelp or something. But I don't like, I think all you would get is an I don't really like at that level. I don't really, because I don't really shout in general or scream or anything. So that's like not my go-to anyway. But then, you know, I will just, yeah, I don't know. I'm not very emotive. There's something that scared the controller out of my hands that I'm waiting patiently for. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that would happen. Again, I will like shake maybe, but like I'm not very, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just very, I don't know. I have to remind myself to smile. And stuff sometimes. I feel like I laugh. I laugh and stuff, but you know, I don't know. I'm not, I feel like I don't know. I'm not the most expressive. I don't really like, I watch a lot of streamers. I'm like, dang, they're really emotive. They really love to like, you know, if they get jump scared, they like will literally scream or will yell and get mad. I think is I don't really get mad is the thing. If I'm ever mad, it's very inward focused. It's very like, it's all internal. It's never, I seethe rather than like explode, you know? So I don't know. Maybe I should stop streaming. Maybe I'm not good at streaming? Question mark? I mean, there have been signs. Do you do the fingers in your eyes then at their eyes? This? For what? What does that mean? The I see you. When you're angry. Oh. No. I think I just get very quiet. I just get quiet. And that's my reaction to everything though. Almost. I just get very like and I won't want to look at the person. If I'm ever upset at somebody, I get quiet and I don't want to look at them. Also, I've snoozed ads as much as I can, and I can no longer snooze. Which I think, if we were to look at things like, what's it called? Love languages. I have heard that a good way to know what your love language is also, why am I still this small? A good way to figure out what your love language is, if you're unsure, is to look at how you withhold love when you're like upset with somebody or whatever. And I think my love language would be quality time. Big quality time person. I think if I like have to be around someone, like if it was somebody at work, well, if I worked in an office, let's say I worked at an office with people and I was upset at somebody at work, with someone at work, I wouldn't speak to them, nor would I want to look at them. And I think that's my way of being like there is like, you do not exist to me. I have no time for you. There is nothing there. You know? I think that would be, that'd be that equivalent. But yeah, anytime I'm upset, I think it's that. But I don't get like, I don't raise my voice. I don't really do, I don't know. Everything's very like internally pointed generally. But I don't know my love language. Do you know what they are? I mean, maybe there's a couple that you're a mix of, maybe. I don't know. And there's also like, they talk about like, you might show your love in a different way than you prefer to like have it shown towards you. So that could be a different thing. It's not a scientific thing, but I feel like it's somewhat helpful. It's somewhat neat. It's a neat thing. I think it's fun to know, to that way know how to better, you know, show love to your friends and stuff. But I am not words of affirmation. That's maybe, it's like maybe my second one, but it's like there's a far, far gap between oh, well, it's not necessarily romantic love, Bear. It can be like family and friends and whatever. I think that's the, like, it'd be the same, like, it's well, maybe not the same, but it's like similar. It's similar. Jets is biddies? Is that like shrimps is bugs? I love my space, so probably not quality time. There's the 5 are quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, physical touch. There we go. I did the About Me game thing. I might have put too much thought into it. Probably not. I mean, well, I had mine open for like a day. Like I just kept on like thinking about it as the day went. I'll have to check that out. Shrimps is bugs, Jets is biddies. I don't know mine either. I haven't experienced most of them, so I don't know if I like them or not. That's fair. Yeah, because it's and then I mean, you may have an idea also of like how you show love, maybe with family or friends or something. I'm about to sneeze again, maybe. But yeah, words are generally not something that means very much to me. I feel like you guys maybe have picked up on that. I do like to show love through gifts and listening. Okay, very cool. Yeah, you see, there you go. Yeah, words do not excuse me, phase me very much. Or like compliments or things, I do not, it does not mean anything to me. I was conversing with chat and breaking down the categories and games I was considering for each one. There's a clear winner on my board. I'm gonna guess it's Psychonauts. I feel like that's the game you've talked about the most. I feel like that's why everybody always came to me with their problems at work. I'm the only one who would listen. Oh, we are well aware. Yeah. Yeah. It's very rare that, like, there's like only exceptions for when, like, words, it's in 6 different categories when words mean more to me. I think it's usually if it's like, so okay, Jet, problems not to say nice stuff to you again. It's fine. I mean, it's, I don't know. It's just, it's definitely not my, like, I don't ever process it like, I think as well as somebody who loves words of affirmation would. To me, it's only like if someone I'm close to has no time and therefore like I can't get any quality time with them, if then they say something nice, that's like, oh, okay, that does mean something to me. But I generally do not care if what people say. Specifically, I will say, I think complimentary things. If they say bad things, I'm like, well, that's just true. But words of affirmation is not the way. Is not, doesn't make me feel. I feel words of affirmation makes me feel more suspicious of someone than it does endeared to them. I will never accept it. I will tell you that. I will never accept it. It just, I do not, it, you know, no offense, it means nothing to me. Suspicious. Yeah, it's because people, that's why I don't like, we've talked about this before. When you go to a cafe and the person is like, oh, sweetie, or honey, or love, I'm like, you don't know me. I am a patron, and I will be addressed as such. I do not want familiarity. You don't know me. I don't know you. Or like, if it just reminds me of like when you like a sale. It seems like a sales tactic. Like when people are like a car salesman, when they're like, you know. Oh, buddy. Oh, hey, friend. You're the only exception I will say is when Aussies say mate. That is the only exception. But that's because when an Aussie calls me mate, it, even if they're a stranger, there's something that unlocks inside of me. Then I say, why have I need this. I need to be called mate by Aussies. So Southern girl comes up and says, hi, hun, what can I get you? You're like, excuse me. I don't ever say it. I don't ever, I never, I don't ever, well, there was one time maybe that I said something, but, in general, no. In general, I won't address it. I will just be like, it's a guard up for me. If someone says it, I'll be like, I will be even more standoffish because I'm like, I don't know you. You don't know me. I am not your hun. I do not need to be called such. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think some of that comes from like I like very clearly defined lines, and like I don't like calling somebody a friend if they're not my friend. I don't like calling someone a bestie if they're not my bestie, or if I'm not their bestie or something. I don't like, you know, I don't like blurring those lines at all. And so if, so for someone that I don't know to be like overly familiar with me, I'm like, what do you want? Or what are you trying to sell me? Or I'm just very, you know. But what if we did get to know each other? But the thing is when I am out and about, if I am at a restaurant, I'm there because I want some food, and that's it. And I'm there for food, and that's it. If I go to the grocery store, I'm just there to get groceries and then leave and then do my thing and then be home again. I'm not there to make friends with anybody. Anyway, that's how my fanfic starts. Amazing. Of course, but you're biased? What do you mean I'm biased? I don't know. Wait. I don't know. When a girl says, hey, hun, it unlocks something in my brain. Really? And then you're like, we're friends? One time, that was because, yeah, well, that's fair. Yeah, I am a little bit biased towards Australia. A little bit, but I have also proven some non-bias, to be fair, I think. But I do have the Crikey core tag now on Twitch, so who's to say? But it's been a long time since I told the story. The first time I was ever called mate was when I worked at Best Buy, and the first Australian I have ever met needed help with finding something. I don't even remember what it was. And he called me mate, and I was like kind of like taken aback for a second, because I think I was also like, this is the first Australian I've never heard an Australian accent in person before. How wild. And then like, and then when he left, he was like, oh, thanks, mate. And I was like, I need to be called mate more. After that moment, I was like, I need to find Australians. I'm gonna be honest, I have never called anyone mate ever in my entire life. Edwin, maybe it's time. Mate. Chazwazzers. That sounds like it'd be a nickname for someone named Chaz. I don't know. One time, I will say this. I had a stranger, again, part of this is because when I go out, I have a mission, and then I want to just go home. I don't even remember, was I going to GameStop or the comic book shop? I was at this mall. I think I went to get to either GameStop or something, or maybe I was buying comics, or I don't remember. But anyway, as I was leaving, this girl, probably early 20s, maybe, walks up right in front of me, like very close, and says, I love you. And I said, get out of my face. And just kept walking. I like walked around her. I don't appreciate any kind of familiarity with a stranger. I don't like it. I don't want to be called hun. I don't want to have any. We are strangers. Don't talk to me. I mean, you can talk to me, but start very surfacey. It's going to be very... I need to call my boss mate less. That's amazing. See, that's the problem I want, Daz. That's why I need to move to Australia. Oh, Edwin, I want to go back to Australia, but I'd also love to move there after my trip. It was just so wonderful. But I want people to call me mate too often. It's different. I was funny. I remember I was talking to Wivey about this, and he was like, "How is mate different though?" And I was like, "I don't know. It is though." I was like, "It's so exotic." To which he went, I've been called Bear a lot before, so that kind of is why I went with the name. Oh, that's so cool. I love that idea. I need to call my boss mate less. Would I love to be a fly on the wall for that? I was just like, that's like just so far in the direction of what I don't like. Of like, not even just someone trying to pretend we're friends. And that's not to say not to be friendly, but it's like, I don't like pretending that like we're not strangers. I don't know. I see it as a very clear line of, I think also, to be fair, I'm a very like, I like having a small group of friends. I'm not very like, I'm very protective of that, I think. Dano, welcome in. How are you? Speaking of Aussies, welcome in. Dano is a newer streamer, everybody. He is Australian. I have been watching him play some Planet Crafter. He's been playing a lot of Planet Crafter. You guys should drop him a follow. Let me give you a little shout out. Yeah, he has 30 right now. He reached affiliate not long ago. Boom. There you go. Go click on that little heart button. Oh, we can also do one of these. Dead Set Dano, an Aussie streamer who's all about those good vibes. When they're not busy being a dad or making music, they're probably lost in a game or a loot pile. From Zombie. Bop, probably. From Zombie Bops. Ping? What? Oh, bopping. That's what it is. From zombie bopping to planet crafting, this chill gamer is hooked on fun. Join the party and catch the follow goals. But welcome in, Dano. How are you? We haven't gotten into the game yet. I know this is your first stream here, but I oftentimes will chat for at least an hour. We've been continually... I just sometimes get on side tangents. I'm a bit of a chatter. Wait, my type of tism? What do you mean? Appreciate you, of course. Don't call him buddy. He likes me. Actually, I do like. We were just talking about this. I do like being called mate. It's honestly the best. Another Aussie or four. It's true. We do. I anytime, because a lot. What ends up happening is I'll be working on stuff late, and I'll be like, I'm gonna just find somebody to watch, and I'll search the Aussie tag. It's what I do. And I clicked on Dano's profile. And on his like about section, he had that he likes playing No Man's Sky. And I was like, I love No Man's Sky. But he's been playing Planet Crafter. Daz, by the way, have you played Planet Crafter? Because I think you would like it if you haven't. Oh, Planet Crafter. His Aussie Poke. I'm not... What do you think? I don't know. I mean, Daz is also a streamer, and it also likes a lot of like factory building, base building stuff. I've never seen any gameplay of it. We lost a couple of frames. Will it come back? We'll see. That's right. Just wanted to come and give you some love back. Oh, and sorry, mate. No, you're totally good. No, it's my. Oh, it's doing it more. Give it a second, everybody. We have lost some frames. We're still less than 1% lost, but it might be coming back. Give it a second. And you like Planet Crafter Bear? I think it's stabilized. It looks like it's stabilized now. If you need to refresh the stream, you might need to. Sometimes the latency or like it like falls behind. So you may need to hit refresh if it's a little bit behind. Overall, my internet has been a lot better. We just had a little dip, but it seems to be fine now. We're not losing any more frames. Base building is the bomb, though. I love it. We have had many a No Man's Sky base building stream where I'll just start building something. I just love it. I got pretty far into Planet Crafter. So watching Dana play it is my first time ever seeing it. It looks pretty fun. I'm sort of tempted to give it a try maybe at some point because I don't know, it's kind of cool to watch the planet change over time. How far did you get into it, Daz? I've played all of the factory games. I love the idea of terraforming a planet back to life. That is cool. I was kind of thinking that would be something really neat for No Man's Sky. Maybe not an entire planet, but what if they could have a thing where it's like, if, let's say you're on an ice planet. Maybe there's like an item, something you can buy that if you start feeding resources from another type of planet, like let's say one of the resources that's only found on like the volcano planets, you start feeding this item, whatever it is, phosphorus. I forget where you find phosphorus. You start feeding it that. What if like there is like an area in which it starts to like change the landscape up to a certain point? It wouldn't change the whole planet. It wouldn't even be maybe that huge of an area, but you could like, actually maybe that wouldn't be good. I think it would have to be a late game item and it would have to be very costly maybe, but I think it could be fun to do that. Anyway. Make anomalous planets more lifelike. It's an amazing little game. Still no idea what I'm doing really, but I have grass. Woo, yeah. I saw you have grass and you have moss now. Waters is coming up now. I finished Planet Crafter a couple times. They have like a new 2.0 update now, Daz. Did you go to like the other planets and stuff? After all this time on Twitch, I finally added information to my bio. Amazing. Can I see it from here? I can't. Not until I might pull it up. But I think you would like Dano's streams, everybody. So go follow Dano. What did you put in your about section, Sassy? I love games that trust me to be smart and reward me for proving them right. Oh, that's great. That's great. Anyway, we were talking a little bit ago. I was talking about the first Australian I met. in person ever called me mate. This was a long time ago. And after that point, I was like, it unlocked something that in me that was like, I need to be called mate more in my life. But I actually, so Dano, I visited Australia last year in October. Now I'm trying to go again because I loved it. / now I'm trying to even move there if possible. Been trying to look for jobs, see if something happens because I'd love to go back. It was just amazing. I need to stop buying and playing base building games. I lose so many hours. That's what happens with me with No Man's Sky is I will get on a kick, a No Man's Sky kick, and just start playing and I can't stop. I'll be the judge of that, Jet. Also, who are those silly 114 people that are following? I don't know. It's amazing, Sassy. How do you feel about K-pop demon hunters, Dano? Dano, I believe you have kids, so he might like it. What part would you move to? Well, it depends where I could find a job, basically. Anywhere. I have more friends who live in Queensland. I was in Brisbane for the majority of my trip. But we have friends in New South Wales. Have friends in Victoria. But it sort of depends. I was looking at some of the visas. It depends on where I would get a job. There's one visa that's like, you could move here and find a job, but you can't live in any of the main city centers. You have to live in a smaller town, which is kind of interesting. I would not be able to live in Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney. I don't know if it mentions any more. Oh, Canberra. But anyway. No friends in South... Oh, Edwin! You don't know K-pop demon hunters, really? That is surprising. I feel like mostly just because it was like a phenomena of the last year. I lived in Sydney for 6 months. Never again? Why didn't you like Sydney? I DM'd you? Oh my goodness. The Yumi 6641, 38,000 damage? What? How did you do that? No one does? The South Australia slander. It's just chaos. Couldn't handle that. It does seem like a very busy city. I didn't mind it. I liked New South Wales. I honestly, the place that I loved the most was I loved Newcastle in New South Wales. I thought that place was beautiful. I loved it. I would live there. That's a place where I'd be like, I could live there easily. But a lot of the friends that I have live in Queensland, live in Brisbane. So that'd be fun. That'd be fun. I think I would try to... What part of Australia do you live in, Dana? I think the next trip, I think I would try to visit Melbourne also, but I would be... Newcastle Bougainville? Really? Is it? I didn't see that, I guess. South Australia makes Hollow Knight and Silk Song. Oh, that's right. I only recently learned that that's a Australian studio and everyone hates them for hurting them so bad. That's what it is. And you're in Adelaide? Very nice. Very nice. He says living 1 hour away from it now. Yeah. Are you what makes a Bougainville, Daz? I'm just kidding. Had grandma's chili. Light him up was useless. Feel the burn. Oh, feel the burn's great. And twin fire. That's an interesting combo. Well, you're used to rednecks would have felt right at home and knew it. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. I feel like the people that I saw there didn't seem very bogany. I wouldn't. That's a joke. You're being sarcastic, right? I wouldn't describe you as bogan at all. Wearing my footy shorts today and everything. Oh yeah. Any damage you do with it, well, his name is Daz, but that's just because his name is. Well, I don't. I mean, I would imagine Australians know what your name is. I don't know what. I don't know if I should say your name though. But everyone has a nickname there. Even Dano has a nickname. I don't even know what his. Could it be Daniel? Or. Probably. I mean, I can't think of another. Yes. Okay, there we go. I was like, is there another name that starts with DAN? I live in a small country Queensland town. Everyone is bogan here for sure. Well, but Laney and Apt aren't, are they? His name isn't Daz? It isn't. It isn't. But I thought Newcastle was dope. I loved it. It had some great ice cream. The views were great. I really liked Newcastle Beach a lot. I thought that was very cool. It was very cool. I loved it. I loved it so much. But so I could see myself if I were to if there was a way I could find a job in Newcastle, I would be. Yeah, I was there October. Well, I was there October and through not all the way through November. I was there for 3 weeks, but mid to late October to middle of November. Government name only for mom when I'm in trouble. Yeah, you see, it's. So do you use your at work? Do people call you Daz? That's a lovely time of year. Yeah, it was great. I loved it. It was wonderful. There was one hot day in Brisbane. Like very, very hot day. There were also a few thunderstorms while I was there. But I don't know. I loved it. I really want to go back. I still think about my trip like every day. I know a lot of time has passed, but I still think about it like every day. That's why I'm like, I have to go back at the very least for another trip, but I don't know. I'm like, what I'm trying to do is like, we're fundraising money for for my next trip, but in the meantime, I'm like, but what if I also found a job there? Wouldn't that be fun? Glad you enjoyed it here, mate. You see, he's learning, everybody. Yeah, it was wonderful. There was no part of it that I didn't like. So cool. And I don't know. I just had such a fun time. I need to finish editing a bunch of my photos from it. I took over 6,000 photos. I think you're also a photographer, aren't you, Dano? I think you said that in your bio. I used to do a lot of portraits. And so I took my camera and I took over 6,000 photos, a ton of 5,000 are wide. I mean, well, naturally. But I focus on storm chasing. Incredible. Have you seen that storm chasing game on Steam? I think I sent it to Daz once. Got my eyes on it. It's like a multiplayer. What was it called? Hold on, I have to look through my Daz messages. Storm. No. Oh, I can look for Steam, I bet, because I sent you the link. No, I didn't. Oh, wait. What if I search for... It has like a weird name. Tornado? Storm chasing tornado game. Outbreak, but it's Outbreak. Out BRK. Storm chasing simulator. Yeah, there it is. It looks fun. I've seen some people play it, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty fun. I have some pretty neat lightning shots. I might add some to the Discord so you can see for sure. That would be wonderful. I'd love to see that. So good. While we were there was one storm. It was the night YV and I were going to Malulaba. There was a storm, and I got some good lightning video. Tap, welcome in, Tap. How are you? How's it going? Yumit has that game on his wish list. Yeah, it looks interesting. I saw you guys know, well, a few of you know who Strippin is, the streamer. I saw a clip of him playing it, and it looked very funny. I don't remember who he was playing with, but doing all right. How goes it here? It's going all right. We've just been chatting away. Got a little distracted. So we still haven't even hopped into the game yet. Tap. By the way, Tap, Bear was telling me when we're experiencing a little bit of a drop, we're probably losing some frames. Maybe I should close out this Steam thing. Bear was telling me that there is an amazing Digital Circus pop-up cafe that's near him. Oh, we're dropping so many frames. The frames do be dropping, everyone. Brace, hold. But it's trying to come back. Let's see if it... Hold the line. Don't do this to me, internet. Don't do this to me. We're still things have been worse. I'll say that. Things have been worse. I think it's stabilizing a bit. Like, in total, we have only lost 1.2% of frames this entire stream. That is considerably less than what it was in the past couple of weeks, where it was literally like 10% of our frames. It's struggling a little bit. I have a huge soft spot for lightning. I also want a trip to Tornado Alley. Oh, you should. Hold on. Let's give this a sec. It's slipping. It is. It's struggling a little bit, and I don't know why. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's probably because I was thinking about getting into the game, and it was like, oh, we can't have that. When should we meet up there? It's in New York City. Amazing. It's just a little far from me. Sorry, everybody. Sorry for the bit rate drop. We're at 1.7 now. It's gone up. But it's like I can see it'll stick with. It'll jump up to 7,000 and stay there for a few seconds, and it'll drop back down. What is going on? I got faked out apparently. Glitch has a fake Digital Circus kart racer spoof video. I thought your video game Twitch. Oh, that'd be incredible. Okay, we're back in the green. Let's see if it stabilizes everybody. This is Dano's first time here, and he's gonna be like, "Dang, this stream is terrible. This is the worst stream ever." Did I miss anything? But Tap, how have you been? What's the highlight of your day while we struggled with internet? I feel your pain. Thank you. Thank you. Internet troubles are just the worst because it's like, what can I do? What can I do? I mean, I could try to reset my router. But I'd also like to not do that. I'd like it just to work. Imagine if it did that. That would be pretty neat. If my internet just worked. It hasn't done like. See, it's trying. I can see it's like it's hitting high numbers. The past couple of weeks, what would happen is it would all of a sudden drop, and then it would stay at like 100 bit rate, which is like not even 1,000. It would be in the triple digits. It should be in the quadruple digits. And then it at one time hit 0, a bit rate of 0. So let's see. We have full bars now. Are we all good? Oh. Now I'm playing the game where I just stare at my bit rate. What else, friends? Maybe we'll have to BRB. Highlight of my day. Wait, let's see. I feel your pain. I recently went through horrible internet issues, and it's so frustrating. It's always a snake-bitten feeling. Is that like a slow death? Is that what that means? Highlight of my day is I got a new keyboard that's incredibly nice. I wanted something that I could leave wired into my dock, but also switch to Bluetooth whenever I wanted to control their devices by flipping a switch. Oh, that's awesome. That's very cool. Does it have nice clicky-clacky sounds? Maybe I need to reset my stream. Once bitten, twice shy sort of thing. Even when it's stable, there's always that side eye waiting for it to drop. Yeah, true. By any chance, did you finish the theater? We did. Did we go far beyond that? I don't think so. You know the singing lady boss fight? Yes. How's Mouse PI? I'm really enjoying it. It's very fun. I like the style, and the like animations are incredible. I got stuck on the outside of that square. I saw that they put out an update. What console or what platform are you on? They put out an update for something like that. People were getting stuck in it. Xbox. An update went live today. Bear. For Xbox. That was like, if you get trapped in that fight. They changed the controls? What did they change? It's still sort of happening. If I reset my router, are you guys going to come back? Or are you guys going to be like, I'm gone? Well, I still got trapped and she messed up because I'm on hard. Oh. Maybe that's the issue. I'm just playing on normal. If I come back, are you guys going to... Or, I'm sorry, if I reset my router, are you guys going to come back? Yes, I will be back. Because I feel like it's lasted long enough that I'm like, But now it's like it's 4 bars again. Are you? And now it's at 1 bar. I will if you do. If you don't, I won't. Well, that's probably a fair that's a fair trade. All right, I'm going to reset my router and modem. So it might be a minute. I see it's like it's teasing me. Now it's back up to 4 bars. A life-size Senshi, amazing. Anytime, yeah, Tap. Anytime my bitrate has an issue and then it like comes back, I'm always then I find myself just staring off at it instead of focused on anything else. I'm gonna reset things. So, friends, take 5. Take 5. Go do your, get a snack. Bars. Yeah, on the bottom of the bottom of OBS, there's like a status bar. No, there's a bar for like drop frames, bitrate, how long you've been streaming, if you're recording, CPU usage, 60 frames, how many frames you're streaming at. One of those is your bitrate, and so I just stare at it like when I see it drop, and then I just keep staring, and then I can't look away. It's like a train wreck, which is also how my stream is described. I do have a wired connection. Yeah, I'm wired. But bars, it shows the bitrate also in bars. So it does like, anyway. Yeah, I'm going to reset. So friends, go take a little break. Look out the window, stare at the window a little bit. Take it all in. Another streamer I know has a Wi-Fi. Wait, I know another streamer that was a Wi-Fi streamer for the longest time. I have streamed on Wi-Fi before, but I mean, actually, I don't know how that works. I leave my LAN cable plugged in, but I can switch to Wi-Fi without issue. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But now we're at 8,000 again. Is it fine? If it drops again, I'm stopping. Maybe we're fine. Maybe it's over. We're at 4 bars. I think we're fine. I think we're fine now. I don't Wi-Fi. I don't Wi-Fi. I'm maybe we're fine, everybody. No, I think we're good. I don't want to restart it if I don't have to. It's all these Aussies in the chat. It's all the internet's being funneled to Australia. No, I'm in Alaska. Our internet's way worse than y'all's. Okay, I think so. I think you can stop holding. Unless we're in the eye of the storm, going back to storms. Maybe we're in the eye of the storm and everything's calm for now, and it's all of a sudden it's just going to drop to 0. My computer explodes. Now, I'm fairly positive Alaska has worse internet than you guys. But maybe I should move to Australia and find out, Maybe that's what I should do. you know, just a suggestion, just an idea I'm throwing out there. I'm workshopping that I, you know, am there forever, and never leave. You know, just a thought. I still need to. I'm like applying to places. Daz has my resume that he's handed out. He just goes out on the road and has handed it out to people. Yeah, your internet is great. I need to be there. Dano! I always, my TTS doesn't work, but thank you so much for the $10, getting us closer to not only our Australia trip, but also beeweek. What is beeweek, you might ask? Beeweek is once we hit our first goal. There you are. Once we hit our first goal, we will unlock beeweek, where I only play bee video games. I will wear a bee onesie for every stream. I'll also record myself reading the entire script of Bee Movie. That's right. It's what you've always asked for. We may also play the PlayStation 1 Bee Movie video game. We've been waiting so long for this, yeah. It's been nonstop. Are you saying bee or week? Bee week. Both. I'm saying both. Yeah, that's why we have Barry B. Benson up at the top of the screen. Is because he's y'all's reminder that B Week is happening. But thank you so much for the $10, getting us closer to our first goal. We're doing it like incrementally so that like every goal will do something for that. It's been years, Dana. We've been waiting they've been waiting years for B video games. Every day they're just like, Jet, when are you playing those B video games? And I'm like,
jetpack to the moon and back.
I don't know, maybe one day. Anonymous, thank you for gifting a sub to Edwin. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Got to keep those Aussies ad free, you know. We love our Aussies. I want to think that I like to imagine that I'm sort of like the tourism board for Aussie streamers and Aussie friends in a way, you know? I kind of like I bring in Americans and then I'm like, by the way, have you checked out these Australian streamers? Have you met these amazing Aussies? I told you about the bee spacesuit in Astroneer, right? I don't know if you did. You might have. I know Emmers keeps mentioning that there are bee skins in League of Legends, but I can't stand these ads selling these Aussie products. Unbelievable. Also, Dana was making music on stream yesterday, which was very cool. And does make music. I thought that was pretty neat. I can't make music. I mean, I wasn't watching Australian streamers before you, so it's working, basically. I should be hired in Australia, because that would help me do that better. Maybe I'll go work for Twitch Australia. Is that a thing? Do they have an Australian office? I probably wouldn't work for Twitch because they seem very unstable, to be honest. Did you know that currently there are... Twitch staff is at its lowest than it's been since, like, pre-pandemic or something? For Prime Minister, that's probably too much. Too much.
A spark lights the fuse. The hype train roars to life.
A hype train has started?
Choo choo. All aboard.
First YV, then Ross and Daz. Look at that. Look at that. I don't think so. Yeah, probably not. I know there's like a They must have somebody on their staff who's like a Australian representative. We barely have Alexa Australia.
A collective
So much
cheer.
for the biddies,
Our hype
Taz.
train soars higher.
Because there's like a Twitch ANZ, is that how you guys say it? There's a Twitch Australia and New Zealand account, and they're like, there's like a Twitch Australia like small team. They might be just like volunteers. Oh, and Bear, thank you so much for the 205 stream streak. That is so many. They probably coordinate with AWS teams here for sure. I know I have seen like there's definitely a Australia team, but they might just be made up of Aussie volunteers or something, because there is like a Twitch. There is like an official Twitch Australia New Zealand Instagram. And there is an official Twitch
Our hype train soars
Australia New Zealand like team or something. It makes me very, very concerned that
Dang.
Prox 2 hours into stream. Say what, Bear? Anonymous, thank you for gifting 2 gifted subs.
Chair.
And Gigi for 200 bits. And Bear for 100 bits. Thank you so much. You guys are being very generous. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the hype train. The fact that it waited this long to count. Oh, yeah, that is odd. Do you have multiple tabs open? Have you had multiple tabs open? I have noticed for sure your stream streaks are not counting if you have more than 2 tabs open. If you're watching more than 2 people, your stream streaks will not count until you're down to 2 tabs. FYI. I know a lot of you are multi-tabbers.
Our hype train soars higher.
Bamboozled. No, then I'm good. Anonymous, thank you for 3 gifted subs. 101 Colonel, Tomby, Equalizer. Not sure. No, it is not yesterday. Earlier this week, I had YV Zens, who's another Australian streamer, and Dano open. It did not count my... I had them each in separate windows, not even multi-tabs. Their videos had not stopped. Like, I could see them all moving. My watch streak did not progress in Zens' stream until I closed out of one. It was not a background tab. They were all in separate windows. They were all open and viewing. I had them on my second monitor. I can't. I closed the tab, waited 5 minutes, and then it moved my thing up. It's dropping again. It's because of Daz. I'm just kidding. Well, we can't reset now while a hype train is going. It's just you on my tablet and on my phone, so I can chat. You also don't count towards the viewer count if you have more than 2 streams open, I believe. I think that's true. I think I have heard that from... Burnley just got his now. Yeah, which I think is odd. That can be a Twitch. Yeah, that's more Twitch, maybe. Yeah, the internet is bugging out a bit more today, which is unfortunate. I'm watching it. Yeah, so that doesn't make sense. Yeah, so that might just be a Twitch thing or mobile thing. Twitch mobile. Name something less stable. Now, Daz, I promise you, it did not go up. I had the stream open and it was like if you do not like, you are in it gave me a warning that I was in danger of not keeping my streak. I promise. And don't you say that your stream streaks reset all of the time, Daz? Is it perhaps maybe the having multiple streams open? For some reason, when I open my Twitch app, even when it's closed, it goes right to YV stream archive, not the homepage. That's not a bad thing. When I called out, he says it on his stream. He says that his stream streak goes out for everyone, though. That's the only reason why I said it. That's the only reason why. Yeah, but I don't lurk everywhere all the time. I feel like I see you lurking everywhere. Daz, I feel like you're everywhere. All at once. Your logic would say I only have 2 streaks running. Well, no, because it depends on when the tabs are, probably in the order in which you were watching them. I would imagine. My computer dies too. That's fair. Gosh, it's back to normal now. Do I reset my router? Yes or no? I'm gonna do a poll. You guys get to decide. Do I reset my modem router thing? Yes? No. You guys have 3 minutes to decide my fate. There's a poll. You should just do it. I mean, maybe. But what if it doesn't do... But what if it ends up being fine? What if we just wait long enough? It's that gambling meme. Where it's like... Well, if you quit gambling now, the win is just right there.
Our hype train soars higher.
Oh, did Anonymous, thank you for 5 gifted sub, but did it end? Or is the hype train still going? It looks like it's still going. Is it still going? It is still going. Focus Panic, No B1, King Cullen, Jesse, and Kevin Corkill. If you're giving a sub, make sure you say thank you. Gonna be Sunday? Wait. It's gonna be Sunday? What do you mean? What's gonna be Sunday? When I reset my router? Everyone's saying yes. Okay. Look, I'll go ahead and reset it now. It's gonna take a couple of minutes. So go stand up, stretch. When we can come back, we can actually get into the game. We can actually do that. That might be, So, hopefully it works. So go stand up, stretch, grab a snack if you need, stare out the window for a little bit, look at things, and then see you shortly. Yeah, and then we'll come back. Okay. So, I'll go BRB screen, even though I'll end. So BRB.
This is your time, Jetpack Gang.